A lone street light flickered above the gas station sign, the only source of light in a sleepy stretch of highway. The air was thick with tension that night, though no one knew it yet. Something unforgettable was about to happen. And if you stay till the end, you'll see how a moment of cruelty turned into one of the most powerful acts of humanity ever witnessed. It was nearly midnight when Emily pulled her old sedan into the station. Her son, Noah, had fallen asleep in the back seat, his tiny hand clutching a worn-out stuffed bear. The car's low fuel warning had been blinking for miles, but she'd stretched it as long as she could. Being a single mother wasn't easy, especially since her husband's sudden death 2 years earlier. Every dollar mattered, every errand felt like a mountain. She got out, wrapped her thin jacket tighter, and started pumping gas. That's when the sound of laughter sliced through the silence. 3 men, leather jackets and swagger in their steps, stumbled out of a pickup truck parked nearby. Their slurred voices echoed across the empty lot. "Hey sweetheart," one of them called out. "You out here all alone?" Emily stiffened, pretending not to hear, hoping they'd leave. But they didn't point. One of them, tall with a scar down his cheek, sauntered closer. "Don't be shy, we're just saying hi." His grin was anything but friendly. Emily's pulse quickened. She could smell the alcohol on him even from a few feet away. She tried to keep her voice steady. "Please, I just need to get home." They laughed. "Oh, come on, we're just talking," another sneered, moving in closer. Emily's hands trembled as she capped the tank and tried to reach for the door handle, but one of them blocked her path. Her heart pounded in her ears. Noah stirred in the back seat. "Mom?" His small, sleepy voice broke her. Fear turned to panic. "Get away from us," she said sharply. But that only made them angrier. One of them slapped the car's hood, hard enough to make Noah cry out. The night air suddenly roared with the distant sound of engines, deep, powerful, and growing louder by the second. The thugs froze, glancing down the road. Within moments, a group of motorcycles appeared out of the darkness, headlights cutting through the mist like fire. There were at least 10 of them, leather vests gleaming under the neon gas station light, their patches reading Iron Shields MC. Emily's breath caught. The bikes surrounded the station like a storm, circling the thugs before cutting their engines. The leader, a broad-shouldered man with gray in his beard and eyes that spoke of hard-earned respect, stepped off his bike. "Is there a problem here?" he asked, voice calm but heavy with authority. The thugs tried to laugh it off. "Nah, man, we're just talking to the lady." The biker looked at Emily. "That true?" She shook her head, her voice breaking. "No. They were harassing me and scaring my son." Silence. Then the leader took a slow step forward, his boots crunching on gravel. "You heard the lady." The tone changed, quiet but deadly serious. The thugs' arrogance evaporated. They muttered something and backed toward their truck, their faces pale under the harsh light. "You ever lay a hand on a woman again," the biker said, "you'll answer to us." They didn't need more convincing. Tires screeched as they sped away into the night. Emily stood frozen, tears spilling down her cheeks. She wasn't sure what to say. The leader walked over gently, his expression softening. "You and your boy okay?" She nodded shakily. "Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come." He gave a small smile. "We look out for people who can't fight back. That's kind of our thing." He glanced at Noah, who was peeking out from the backseat window, eyes wide but curious. "Hey, little man," he said kindly. "You keep being brave for your mom, all right?" Noah nodded, clutching his bear tighter. The bikers refueled their tanks, chatted quietly, and before leaving, the leader handed Emily a small card. It had their club emblem and a phone number on it. "If you ever need help, day or night, you call this. Doesn't matter where you are." Emily watched as the engines thundered back to life, the convoy disappearing into the dark. She stood there for a while, the card pressed to her chest, feeling something she hadn't felt in a long time. Safety. Months passed, but that night never left her mind. Life slowly found its rhythm again. Emily worked double shifts at the diner, saving every bit she could for Noah's future. Sometimes, when she passed by the gas station, she'd look at that corner and remember the sound of those engines, not with fear, but with gratitude. Then one evening, while driving home from work, she saw a familiar sight, a row of bikes lined outside the diner. Her heart skipped. Inside, the same man who'd helped her that night sat at the counter. He smiled when he saw her. "Hey there, gas station girl." She laughed, tears threatening again. "You remembered." He shrugged. Hard to forget someone that strong. He told her the club had been working on community outreach, helping single parents, organizing rides to raise funds for families in need. "That night reminded us that kindness is louder than fear," he said. Emily joined their efforts, volunteering on weekends. Soon, the diner became a meeting spot for their charity rides. Noah loved the bikers, they'd let him sit on their motorcycles, pretending to ride. Laughter replaced the fear that had once filled that gas station night, and as the years went on, the story spread, of a single mother, a frightened boy, and a group of bikers who showed up when no one else did. So if you've made it this far, remember this: heroes don't always wear badges or capes. Sometimes, they wear leather and ride into the night, guided only by the sound of courage and compassion. And sometimes, all it takes to change someone's life is to show up.